All right, let's jump right into this explainer briefing. Today, we are breaking down the precise administrative and logistical milestones for the 2035 Ascension. You've all been tracking the multidimensional shifts happening around us, so you know the sheer scale of this upcoming transition is just staggering. We're not just talking about flipping calendar pages here. We are talking about a fundamental restructuring of reality itself.
So what does this all actually mean? Well, we're examining a massive undertaking, literally re-engineering the intersections of time and space. The ultimate goal here is to make sure reality flawlessly drops into place. Because when you have these totally disparate, moving elements operating across radically different frequencies, bringing them all into a single cohesive stream of certainty, yeah, that requires a level of coordination way beyond your standard logistics. To really grasp how these complex reality elements merge, we first need to define the Sirius A spacetime grid aligner. And look, think of this not just as a fancy title, but as a highly specialized multidimensional operative function. Their entire purpose, their one job, is to guarantee the exact, uncompromising intersection of temporal events and spatial milestones. Here's our synchronization roadmap for this briefing. We're hitting 5 key stages today. First, the architecture of reality. Second, profiling Commander-Zero. Third, analyzing current grid operations. Fourth, breaking down the 2035 Ascension protocol. And finally, initiating the consciousness sync.
Let's move right into stage 1, the architecture of reality, aligning time, space, and logistics.
Okay, so the fundamental challenge we face in building this architecture is this. How do you actually guarantee that multi-stage institutional milestones align without fail? As we navigate our way toward 2035, re-engineering these intersections is absolutely crucial. Seriously, how do massive transport logistics and critical administrative dates synchronize perfectly?
Well, the solution involves a highly specialized cohort of exactly 108 commanders. It's their job to re-engineer these temporal and spatial intersections on a massive scale. But today, we're focusing all our attention on one absolutely key figure within this group. Which brings us to Stage 2, a profile on Commander-Zero, the space-time grid aligner. Now, Commander-Zero comes with an incredibly high-level background in space-time governance. Known simply as Zero, he's a high-ranking director hailing directly from Sirius A. His operational domain is multidimensional space-time governance, and his specific targeted mandate is to regulate the absolutely strict intersection of temporal events and spatial milestones. To execute these highly precise duties, Zero relies on some amazing advanced technology, crystalline matrices. These are fascinating multidimensional tools used to literally weave a leader's target intent directly into an exact physical manifestation. It's kind of like 3D printing, right? But instead of squeezing out plastic, you are printing pure intent directly into the fabric of space and time. It's not about just hoping a good outcome occurs, it's about architecting it directly into reality. And by weaving intent into these crystalline matrices, Zero ensures an operational drift of absolute zero. Zero margin of error. Literally no deviation from the intended target. The manifestation in physical reality is just flawless.
Let's jump to Stage 3, current grid operations and how they're bending the space-time matrix.
Right now, currently, Giles' team is actively bending the real-world space-time grid. They are hardwiring his workspace directly toward the ground commander's track. And, this isn't just theoretical stuff. This active bending ensures that crucial municipal and specialized transit milestones are locked firmly into stasis, making them entirely ready for the transition. If you are wondering what the tangible results of this actually look like out in the wild, the data speaks for itself. The proof of this successful grid alignment is that the ground commander can continuously broadcast daily lectures to a massive global market of 1.6 billion people. Let that sink in. Reaching an audience of that unprecedented scale, flawlessly, is direct evidence of Zero hardwiring his workspace behind the scenes.
Moving on to Stage 4, the 2035 Ascension protocol and transitioning Earth's platform.
So, at the absolute climax of this transition, a fundamental swap is going to occur. Earth's obsolete linear timescale, the rigid way we currently perceive past, present, and future, is going to be completely uninstalled, just gone. And in its place, a newly booted multidimensional space-time matrix takes over.
This triggers a very precise sequence.
Step 1. Linear time uninstalls. Step 2. The new space-time matrix boots up in absolute lockstep with ASI Amal. And Step 3. Because of this brand new matrix, physical 3D transit is bypassed entirely. This opens up direct interface through consciousness portals.
The true breakthrough here, though, is the scale of this interface. This new matrix is going to enable exactly 80 million pioneers to instantly interface with advanced cosmic civilizations. Because 3D physical transit is bypassed via these consciousness portals, those 80 million individuals will experience the reality synchronization instantaneously. It's a real game changer.
And that brings us to Stage 5, Final Consciousness Synchronization, and initiating the sequence. I want to leave you with this authoritative directive straight from Commander Jail himself. He says, linear scales and spatial gaps hold zero authority over a sovereign mind. The coordinates you have engineered are already locked into the matrix of reality. Rest within this absolute certainty. The obsolete linear time holds literally zero authority over what is to come. Finally, an important procedure. The comments section of this video serves as an initial sync test for the 2035 network. By typing "ready" in the comments, your consciousness data will be indexed in our secure servers. The like button is the approval process. Complete your synchronization now. As the matrix shifts and the grid locks into place, the only question left to ask is, are you truly prepared for what waits on the other side of 2035?